If you're shopping for a rack and you don't want a 2x2 14 gauge steel lightweight rack, you want something that's more heavy duty but you're still on a budget, this might be the one you're looking for. It's 3x3 12 gauge steel. The pulley system on this is one of the best I have ever used. It's got these patent pending safety bars that basically turn it into a half rack. Today I am reviewing the Anubis 2.0 from Mikolo. We're gonna put 455 pounds on the bench press and we're gonna see if these safety bars can save my life if needed. All right, let's get started. Wanna be just like you. This was one of the easiest racks I have ever put together. Check out the size of this hardware. It makes it so easy to handle. I put it together by myself in just a few hours. The one tricky part is some of the pieces are heavy. It's kind of tricky when you're doing it solo. What I did is I built the two sides on the ground flat. And then I used a chair to support the rear beam while I bolted the two sides together. And then once you get the two side pieces connected like this, the rest is pretty easy.
Yeah, it's been a long night. Maybe I should go home. But it's been such a long time since I felt this good on my own.
The safety spotter arms on this thing are crazy. They're 25 inches long. They've got this patent pending tech where it's got a jack that you can use to put onto the ground. It supports up to 2,000 pounds. And they also have a safety pin that goes into the 1-inch hole, securing it to the rack. What it does for me is it turns this rack into a full half rack. When I go to a commercial gym, I have certain exercises I do every workout on a half rack. I squat on a half rack, I curl on a half rack, I do bent over rows from the half rack. Even when I'm gonna deadlift, I will load the bar up to like 315 pounds on the half rack, then I'll put it down on the ground, do my deadlifts. I use it for everything. The J hooks on here also have a safety pin. You put your bar on there, you move it side to side. Those J hooks are locked in place, they're not going anywhere. There's a little ball at the end that keeps the pin from sliding out. They're also upgraded, so they have a 6-inch landing surface. Most of these J-hooks just have a small, like 2-inch section where you gotta hit that J-hook and then rack it. With this one, you can come back, boom, slam it into the J-hooks and rack it. You don't have to like think about it. 405 on the Anubis, no problem. We're gonna put the 25s on and we're gonna attempt a 455 pound bench press for the first time. Up. My lifetime heaviest lift, solo in the garage. I didn't get it. Because these holes have 2-inch spacing, I'm able to get this safety bar exactly where I wanted it. So if you notice, When I came down to my chest, I literally just let my breath out and the bar came smoothly down onto the safety bars. If you want to go to failure with free weights, this is the best way to do it. There is nothing like having safety bars with jack stands. These uprights have 1-inch holes and they're spaced 2 inches apart. They also have holes on every side of every beam. You can buy almost any attachment that attaches to a rack with 1-inch holes and fit it on this rack, whether it needs to go on the front of the upright or the side of the upright.
I can also incline and overhead press and squat with safety bars and J-hooks in the perfect spot. In my commercial gym, and pretty much every commercial gym I've ever been in, the bench press and the incline press do not have safety bars. That makes it really cool to have access to something you can do in your home gym that you can't do at your commercial gym. The way they designed the pulley sliders with the handles on the inside, and because the top position is so high, I can squat with plenty of clearance between the plates and the pulleys. And I have those J-hooks positioned for someone 6'3".
This T-bar row is quick release. So you can put it anywhere that there's a hole on this rack. If you're tight on space like me, you can go to the inside of your rack.
The rear support beam is perfect to store the safety bars and the J-hooks, and it's up off the ground, which allows you to put your bench further back in the rack. This is really important if you get the Smith machine. You will need that extra space. The chin-up bar is nice. It has 4 different grips, and it has this light knurling on all the grips.
Because the top of this bar storage sleeve is lower, it means that I can put the bar in here without having to close my garage door.
I like how the end of the bar is resting on the ground. It holds the bar very stable.
Wanna be just like you.
The pulley system on this rack feels better than any other pulley system I've used. It's got all aluminum pulleys, but look at this aluminum pulley wheel at the top of the trolley. It's extra large. Look at the size of these trolleys. 18 inches. They're longer, they're taller. So if there's more trolley covering the guide rods, maybe that makes it feel smoother because there's less room for it to have more play. The guide rods on this are solid steel. Every other one of these functional trainers that I've put together, the guide rods are hollow. Having that extra weight in those guide rods makes them super solid. Solid steel guide rods, extra large pulley wheel on the top of the trolleys, extra big trolleys, makes this cable system feel amazing.
There's virtually no sound.
The trolleys have a max weight capacity of 175 pounds on each side. I put 8 plates on here just to test it, to see how close I could get to the full max weight load. This is a 2-to-1 ratio, so whatever weight you load on the trolleys is gonna feel like half as much when you're doing your movement. It felt smooth even with the maximum load on the trolley. This thing is super compact. Even though it's beefier, it's built on a more heavy duty setup. It's all 3x3 frame, 12 gauge steel. Without the safety bars, from front to back, it's 33.1 inches. When you add the safety bars, it increases the depth up to 57.5 inches. The width is 51.2 inches wide, and the height is 91.2 inches. You see how that pulley wheel is up above the rack? So you can get that trigger trolley at the very highest point. So what that means is you can do legit lat pull downs, even if you're tall. Most of these racks, when I'm doing lat pull downs, I have to lean back like a 45-degree angle, because if I try to come from straight overhead, I can't get a full range of motion. I can't get a stretch. This gives you that really high angle so you can come from overhead. Unless you're taller than me and I'm 6'3", you're gonna be able to do solid lat pull downs on this machine. They've got this attachment. It's a 3-in-1 leg holder, step, and low row attachment. They have a similar 3-in-1 attachment for the Mikolo M4. That's their like budget rack that's built on the smaller frame. Look at the difference in size. Like, because this is built for the 3x3 frame, it's just super heavy duty. So it locks you in place when you're doing your lat pull downs.
A good quality leg holder like this makes a huge difference when performing heavy lat pull downs. Here's what it looks like performing them without the leg holder. And here is me performing lat pull downs with the leg holder. The combination of the high pulley wheel and the premium leg holder make this the best setup for lat pull downs that I have ever experienced in my home gym.
The other thing that this 3-in-1 attachment does is you can do low rows without sitting on the floor. You put it up at the height you want and you can sit on your bench and do your low rows. So much nicer than having to get down on the dirty floor. Check out this trigger trolley. It's actually heavy. It has really nice rollers, so it moves really smooth on the uprights. It moves the same if there's weight on this trolley or not. You can do it with one hand. You hold the handle, you pull the trigger, and it just moves so smooth. This is one of my favorite things on this rack. This knurled handle feels so good. I love it. One of the things to be aware of with a plate loaded system like this is you want to try to load both sides evenly. It doesn't really matter on the lighter weights. Like if I'm doing 45 pounds or less, I can't really tell a difference. I just throw it on one side, that's fine. But when I get into the heavier weights, when I load it even on both sides, it feels way better than if you put all the weight on one side.
When it's loaded evenly, even with a really heavy weight, it feels so smooth. It comes with upgraded accessories. You get the short straight bar with a swivel. You get the alloy lat pull down bar and straight bar with knurling. You get the upgraded push down rope. You get the alloy D handles. You get the T-bar row handle. I also really like this pegboard. You can store all your accessories here and you can lay the pegs out however you want to make it look cool.
There are a couple things that you don't get with this rack. It does not come with dip bars. You don't get any weight storage and you don't get any band pegs. But you can get dip bars for cheap. All you need to do is get ones that fit a 1-inch hole. Any band pegs that fit 1-inch holes will work with this rack as well.
Because the cable system is a 2-to-1 ratio, you have an extremely long travel distance. It's also independent weight stacks, so whatever you do on the left side is independent of what you're doing on the right, which means you can train with a partner using different weights on both sides, and it is perfect for doing supersets.
What do I love about this rack? I love the cable system. I love the trigger trolleys. I love how high I can put that trigger trolley. I love the safety bars. It's nice to have the jack stands when you want them. I love the safety pins that hold the J-hooks in place, that holds the safety bars in place. I really like the upgraded J-hooks with the 6-inch landing surface. I love the 3x3 12-gauge steel uprights with 2-inch spacing on the holes. I love the 3-in-1 attachment. I love the rear support beam. It's up off the ground. This rack has a special place in my heart. I would definitely recommend it. There are so many things about this rack that I love. You're gonna have to look and see what's more important to you. You know, if there's certain things you can sacrifice to get the price down, Mikolo gives you that option with this rack. So you can get it without the Smith machine, you can get it without the weight stacks, and that makes it more competitively priced when you're comparing it to some of the budget racks out there. If you wanna get one, you can use the link in the description below, and that helps me out, and I appreciate that. But that's all I got. More cool stuff to come. keep grinding.